What's going on, YouTube? Uberman here. So most of you by now realize that Uber has set up a brand new terms of use for us that will be effective November 21st, 2016. And in order to continue using the service on or after that date, you'll be required to accept the new terms. But I found a little loophole in the terms and conditions as I was reading through them, and I want to share this with you because this is very, very important. Uber may amend the terms from time to time. Amendments will be effective upon Uber's posting of such updated terms at this location or in the amended policies or supplemental terms on the applicable services. Your continued access or use of the service after such posting confirms your consent to be bound by the terms as amended. If Uber changes these terms after the date you first agreed to the terms or to any subsequent changes to the terms, you may reject any change by providing Uber written notice of such rejection within 30 days of the date such change became effective as indicated in the effective date above. This written notice must be provided either A, by mail or hand delivery to our registered agent for service of process, care of Uber USA LLC. The name and current contact information for the registered agent in each state are available online by clicking here. Or B, this is the way we do it, guys, easiest way to do it, by email from the email address associated with your account to change-dr@uber.com. In order to be effective, the notice must include your full name and clearly indicate your intent to reject changes to these terms. By rejecting changes, you are agreeing that you will continue to be bound by the provisions of these terms as of the date you first agreed to the terms or any subsequent changes to these terms. Okay, I know that was a mouthful, but let me explain to you what that means. There are some changes in here, and it's highlighted right here. This is probably the most important change to the terms of service. Please review the arbitration agreement set forth below carefully, as it will require you to resolve disputes with Uber on an individual basis through final and binding arbitration. By entering this agreement, you expressly acknowledge that you have read and understand all of the terms of this agreement and have taken time to consider the consequences of this important decision. Now, what this really means is when it comes to the arbitration agreement, all right, by agreeing to the terms, you agree that you are required to resolve any claim that you may have against Uber on an individual basis in arbitration as set forth in this arbitration agreement. This will preclude you from bringing any class, collective, or representative action against Uber and also preclude you from participating in or recovering relief under any current or future class, collective, consolidated, or representative action brought against Uber by someone else. This is very important. This arbitration agreement is huge. Now, I don't know with 100% certainty, being that I'm not a lawyer, that something like this would even hold any water in a court of law. It is our right to seek damages and restitution through the court systems in this country, and I do not believe that by posting an addendum in a contract stating that you cannot seek damages in court would actually stop you from being able to seek damages in court. So, with that being said, though, I am not a lawyer. It is very important that you guys read through this entire terms of use. Now, what I'm going to do is, effective November 21st, right here, 2016, these new terms of use go into effect. What I'm going to do is on the 21st, I will send an email exactly where it said to, where I told you guys earlier, decline the new terms of use. I've done it before, and everything worked out just fine. So, remember, you need to email from your account that's registered with Uber, change-dr@uber.com. You need to include your full name and clearly indicate that you reject the changes to the new terms of use. Now, I would go even further. When you send that email, make sure the email is sent from the email address associated with your account, number one. Number two, include the phone number associated with your Uber account. Number three, make sure to include your full name that's associated with your Uber account. And definitely, clearly state that you reject the new terms of use. and keep that email. Don't delete it. Make sure it is locked so that it doesn't go anywhere, because there are a lot of lawsuits being filed against Uber and that have already been filed. Class action lawsuits that could entitle you to compensation. If you agree to this, there is I would say a slim possibility, but a possibility nonetheless, that you will not be able to collect any kind of damages or restitution through one of these class action lawsuits that's currently filed in the United States. With that being said, guys, I will have a link in the description. The very first link will take you to Uber's new terms of use. I highly recommend you read over it very thoroughly, because this is basically what governs how we operate. It's very important you understand what the rules, regulations, and limitations are when working with Uber and Lyft, or any rideshare company for that matter. It doesn't take long. Take 20 or 30 minutes out of your day and read through this so that you can understand what is expected of you and what you can expect from Uber. I hope this video helped. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Be safe out there, and Uber on.